What is up, everybody? Episode 76 of Bettors the Light. 75 led to the technical difficulties and fell by the wayside, unfortunately, last week. You saw the picks. To be fair, they weren't great, but the picks were out there. Chris, excellent following up of your Dynamite week. You stay in second place, which was solid. But you pulled to dead even 8-8 and down units. But regardless, I'm back. The Ripken-like streak ended after some issues, but we're all back. Everyone's here. We're ready to go. I mean, Mike, you remain in first place despite having a down week.
I just keep going down. Every time I'm down, it's down like less than a unit. So I'll take that every day, especially when I'm up this much currently. So just keep riding out first place here. Welcome back from your trip to the Czech Republic for darts.
Yes, the Czech Open.
Yeah.
The Czech Darts Open. Me, Karol Sedlacek, Adam Gavlas. It was a great time. Well, fun was had. Mark.
All the big names.
Yeah, all the big names. Mark, only positive week, but barely.
Yeah, well, Salah checked me out. Plus 0.6 units over here.
I mean, you used the joke from 2 weeks ago. This is. Bad.
I don't remember that joke, man. This is.
I wasn't even here for it, and I remember it.
Well, I mean, these things happen when I'm still on last week's episode. I guess I don't know what to tell you.
You got the positive week though with that switch.
Yeah, man,
it was almost minus 2 units, but you got over it.
Well, it wasn't almost minus 2 units. It was just corrected to plus 0.6, math guy. All right, like
that's true.
Sometimes these, like I say every week, you got to pay to play. All right, I paid and I won a little bit this week.
Barely. Matt, me and you, bottom of the basement.
You know what? That's fine. At least we can afford to not film this on a potato like Mike is. I don't know what's going on.
There's bad lighting. Everything's bad.
It's like a pix. Are you playing? You're filming this on like an old like PS1.
Bro, this is your connection again. It's not mine.
No,
I see it too.
Yeah, I see everyone else clearly.
Yours looks like before you put glasses on, like the view. What it's like.
The way I'm looking, everybody looks fine on mine, but Matt looks pixelated on mine.
This should be a Warby
I'm not gonna lie.
commercial.
Matt looks good. Matt looks good here. You don't. So I'm gonna side with Matt on this one.
I like how Matt just has the Mike Modano jersey hanging in the background. Like, it's not framed. It's not anything. It's just hanging on a hanger in the background in the middle of a room.
I was told to jazz it up a little bit in my background because it's just a weird motel bed I got behind me. So I just I had to throw one out to the great one. That is his nickname. He is the greatest hockey player to ever live.
Debatable.
Wayne Gretzky's cousin. I think they're related somehow. But best American-born hockey player, him and Hull, right?
I think we've done this before, sure.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't think we've never debated this on the show
In
before.
a vacuum, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong. Well, listen, we're all going to regroup. We're back together. Things have restarted. BovadaSportsbook.com is wide open for us. We're ready to go. God, let's actually win some goddamn picks. We are 10 weeks into the season. I don't know. Nobody cares. A lot of visual gags.
I got a new Corpley's shirt. Shout out Corpley's. I ate 7 slices of tomato pie yesterday in the office. There was
You look like
was it a contest?
It was between me and my happiness. I'm not happy. It was. So I went to the doctor that same day, and all I could think about was there's like a meme out there when it's like the doctor's like. It's like, do you experience like depression, anxiety? And it's just like, don't we all? And the doctor's like, no, we don't. And like, they asked me that question, and I was this close to responding, being like, yeah, like, duh. And then being like, that's not normal. We need to treat this. But, mental health, that's a thing. It happens. Well, we all get through it.
Do we not? One thing we don't all do is eat 7 slices of tomato pie in a sitting.
Did you tell him that you ate 7 slices or no?
I ate it
Seems
because I
aggressive.
was happy because the doctor was like, yeah, like you're just kind of fat. You're good. Just like blood pressure's fine. Cholesterol's. He said your cholesterol was up. Oh, is this HIPAA? Should I not be saying? No, because it's me
I mean,
saying it. It's
giving
fine.
out your own
It's
medical
about you.
information
Yeah,
is
it's about
probably not
you.
the
What is
best, but
I guess the HIPAA's not. If it's me, the Hippocratic Oath. Have you seen that
Yeah.
episode of Scrubs? Great episode of
we
Scrubs.
don't need to get a rundown of your physical. Like we're good.
I
We're
didn't even
good.
sit on the table. The guy was just like, I didn't even leave the waiting room.
I don't think you went to the doctor.
Nah,
I
man,
was
just
just at court,
I'll be
please.
honest.
I was at the
he had a dream. He just had you went into a food coma, had a dream about the doctors.
The guy in the back room who was making the tomato pie was like, I don't know, man, you look good.
and
Compared to everybody else.
You can
I had
drive
an
home.
IV.
You're fine.
Yeah, it was great.
He just
I'm
eyed it
sorry.
up and he was good. Well, regardless, I mean, the picks last week. I mean, I know mine were late and not income. Some of the worst picks possible. It was just bad. It was just unbelievably bad. Mark, maybe never picks. Me and you never pick soccer again. Handshake rule.
I've been telling you to do
looking
that
at my
for
picks
weeks.
for this week.
Nobody
I-
cares, Mike. You're in
I'm
last
still
place.
on it. I'm still on it.
I'm in first. Greg, how
don't
about being
care.
0-10 in the challenge? That's a tough one.
Oh, the challenge, Mike. I haven't had a winning week all season 3. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
10
you're-
weeks in, I've lost every single week. I can't even come close either. Like it's like I think my best week's like -2 units. Other than that, it's just been misery after misery.
You are bad.
Mike, are you filming this inside of like the inside of a volcano?
I
Like
don't know
getting
what
ready
to
before
tell
it
you.
erupts? It looks disgusting. It looks like you ate Lay's chips and just smudged it on like the screen.
But it's
like,
not a smudge. It's definitely his internet connection. It's not a smudge. You can see it, youtube.com/theunderdog or underdog. It's one of those two, right? If you search Bettors the Light, you'll find us. No, yeah, it's /the underdog. You'll find the link in the show notes as well. If you're listening on audio, if you want to see the video and Mike filming like he's a hockey game in Canada, like it's the 1980s.
I made sure I
even
closed
now.
every app or everything too. I don't know.
Are you on Wi-Fi? Are you plugged in?
He's on 3G.
Yeah, that's how far back you are.
No, I'm on Wi-Fi. I don't know.
That's your first problem. You always hardwire your internet, man.
I've
Always
done it
hardwire.
for however many episodes, and it's
and
been
it's looks
fine.
terrible each time.
Wrong.
Not
Mr.
wrong.
Mr. Technical. I've never hardwired it in once, and it's been fine so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out hardwiring. Wi-Fi is a thing of the past.
Okay. Well, now that we've gotten to the bottom of Wi-Fi being entirely
Do
dead.
not invest in Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Big news around the world of the NFL and the NBA. The NBA draft lottery happened yesterday. I was losing it there for a second, but the NBA draft lottery happened. Orlando Magic, #1 pick. Everyone get excited?
Is there
Jabari
a
Smith.
consensus? Is that who it is? Jabari Parker?
Eh,
No, that's just my guess.
no,
Or
it's
is it-
definitely not
or is it-
Jabari Parker.
Who's the
I thought it was
consensus
Chet.
number one?
There's
I don't
three
think there
different
really
options.
is a consensus. Yeah,
Kenny Lofton?
it's really two.
No,
I don't.
but
think
he was
there's-
hooping at the
lost
G
20
League
pounds.
combine
He
or
looks-
something.
Dude, he
Th-
looks
there
trim.
is there is no less important thing than the NBA draft combine.
Yeah. Well, you aren't
I was,
wrong.
I was invited to it years ago.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Just to,
You
work, just to
ate-
work it for Aramark.
you were invited to it, and yesterday you ate 7 slices of tomato pie.
Yeah, but most of them didn't have the crust. Only a few pieces had the crust. I got a lot of the insides.
I don't think that. I don't.
Less,
I don't
less
think that makes
calories. More calories
No.
with the crust, less calories. The crust. More crust always gives more calories. That's why a lot of people don't eat their crust. Not because they don't like crust. It's because of calorie intake. Chris, go ahead and look up crust stats and show it on the board. Crust calorie. I'm sure there's a study. It was like if you eat your crust or if you don't eat your crust,
I
what's
don't
your
think you
calorie
can
intake?
measure for calories. I
Oh,
don't think that's how
certainly.
that works.
You can
So I
measure
think
crust
you-
calories.
I'm gonna guess
Crust
that you're 100.
calories?
I'm gonna guess he's right because on a
Yeah.
normal pizza, if you don't eat your crust, that means you're just eating less of the pizza. But on a
ex-
tomato pie, you're getting slices from the middle. So I don't know if it applies to a tomato pie, right?
The tomato pie. It's just because it's a square, it still is a pizza. I don't understand.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's pieces without crust.
I can't
Whereas
make
most
that big.
pizzas.
What happens if pizza's on a bagel?
Oh, I love a
pizza.
good pizza bagel.
Yeah, pizza bagel is great.
Chris, how do I make your? Okay, here we go. Are there more calories? Which is older, Betty White or sliced bread? Can the listeners see this, Chris? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Listeners cannot see this. All right, so we will describe
all right.
Does cutting the crust off bread save calories? Quick answer: yes. Only
we're talking about bread, though. We're not talking about
says
bread.
Nope. What do you mean? It says
does
nope.
say no.
He's
It
straight
does say
lying
no.
to the listeners.
I can't see it, but yeah, I guess it says nope. But yeah, so now we're talking pizza sandwiches rather than talking pizza slices.
All right. Well, welcome back to Talking Bread. I'm glad we got into the
Bettors
nutritional
delight.
facts that crust doesn't matter, and it's not how. I guess it does matter, but cutting it off doesn't matter. It doesn't save calories because that's not how calories work, apparently.
Mark, did you say Bettors delight?
I did.
That's funny. That was a good one.
Thank you.
I didn't hear it.
It's about portion control. Of course, you can't hear it, Mike. You're talking through a tin can.
I can hear all of you perfectly. Everybody was talking during it.
It doesn't matter.
A rotary phone.
Somebody take a picture of the screen. I want to see it. Send it to me.
I mean, all of us will take a picture. You're terrible.
Here, Mike. I'll take a screenshot.
And what are we doing? All right, it doesn't matter. Let's now that Chris has found us. Okay. Between 750 to 1,200 calories before decrusting. After decrusting, it's more like 600 to 900 calories.
Turn the flash off.
What are we doing? All right. Well, now that we figured out how to decrust.
Man, I can't wait to get over work. Just go ahead and decrust real quick. Sit on the couch and just decrust.
Now that you're going to work on decrusting, let's work on giving out some picks for the week. We'll start in darts. There's a ton going on in the world in darts. The Euro Tour in full effect. This week, week 16 of the Premier League, only 1 week left. The race is tightening up for that last playoff spot. The top three are kind of locked in, barring some craziness. But Peter Wright hasn't won a first-round game in like 7 weeks. It's very bad. Gerwin Price, big win last week, launched himself back into contention. Him and Joe Cullen, the two within striking distance to get that final playoff spot. And a chance Wright will be out of that top four heading into his match before he even steps on the stage tomorrow. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to say that is going to be the case because Gerwin Price minus 115 over Johnny Clayton on Bovada. Mark, anything in darts?
Yeah, I'm jumping back into darts. I'm going to go to MVG first. Michael Van Gerwen, he's got one of the playoff spots locked up, but I'm taking him minus 182 against Michael Smith. MVG, just always good. Can't go wrong against MVG.
Also on my card, Smith can't beat him in the Premier League. It's crazy. The last 2 times they've played, he's been up 4-1. He's lost both times. Matt.
I'm going to take Michael Smith plus 1.5, though, at minus 110 if you're saying he's been up 4-1 these times. That's a lot of darts. I'm also going to take the over 9.5 darts at minus 105. Let's hope Michael Smith gets off to an early lead, blows it like the Sixers, and doesn't make the Eastern Conference Finals for the 7th straight year. So I'm taking Michael Smith.
76th episode, too.
True.
21st.
We're losers just like the Sixers. No, we're
accurate. Mike, I assume you're staying out of darts.
All you guys are blurry on my screen.
not.
That's
you.
That's you.
Chris just said your connecting speed's at like a 0.01 megabyte.
That
Can't
doesn't
be
sound
right.
good.
That
Or
can't
seem
be
accurate. I'm also taking MVG. I'm also taking MVG minus 182. I'm putting him and Gerwin Price together plus 190. I know I just commented on Wade not being able to win in the first round, but I am taking him minus 135 over James Wade. We haven't seen Wade since he pulled out of the semifinals of the European Tour event 2 weeks ago and then was hospitalized. He sat out last week's Premier League. He wasn't involved in this weekend's European Tour, the Czech Darts Open. He wasn't there, and then he also wasn't there because he wasn't qualified. So I'm going Peter Wright minus 135.
Okay.
Mark?
Yeah, I'm also on Peter Wright minus 135. You confused me a little there because you said you were on Wade
I
twice
did not.
there.
No, I
You
did not.
did.
No, I
If you
didn't.
re-listened, you said Wade
I
instead
didn't
of
say it
Wright.
once. No, I didn't. Started off
Okay.
with Peter Wright and then continued to say it. And gave the reasons why because we haven't seen
You
Wade
said
for
James
several
Wade
weeks.
hasn't won in first round in several weeks, is
Did
how you
not.
just started that. But I'm taking Peter Wright minus 135, and I'm parlaying him with MVG. Those two together come back at plus 170.
All right, MVG and Wright for you there, plus 170. In the last matchup of the opening round of the Premier League, I'm taking Joe Cullen minus 154. Gary Anderson's just been very mediocre. Cullen vying for a playoff spot. I'm putting those two together, Wright and Cullen plus 187. Then in all four winners, Gerwin Price, MVG, Wright, Cullen plus 732. Mark, anything else in darts, or is that it for you?
No, that's it for me, Greg.
Mike, or Matt, sorry, Matt?
No, that's it for me, Greg.
Thanks. Mark or Mike, you're not in darts. I don't know why I bothered.
Mike's not even in this room. I don't even think he made the friggin' chat.
Oh, man.
Probably pretty accurate. Then let's quickly venture off. We'll go to the world of tennis, and I am sticking by this. I am not taking tennis anymore. No matter what I do, I lose every single week. It's just not worth it. I'm staying out of it. Mike, start us off.
All right. I'm going to start off in the French. I'll start off in Strasbourg. I'm just going to take the homeland girl, Magda Linette, plus 106. Hopefully you heard that.
Oh, I heard it. We hear you fine.
Oh, all right. Okay.
We just don't see you.
You can't see me?
Well, we
can
see you.
It's like you're at the the Phillies game, and it's like, who is this? And then they clear it up after a little
makes
bit.
sense.
Unblur it.
Yeah.
Mark,
this guy sucks. And then you're like, it's Mike.
Mark, where are you at in the world of tennis?
I'm actually going to start with a couple futures for the French Open. I'm going to take Carlos Alcaraz to take that mantle and become the new Nadal. He's at plus 200, which is he's the second favorite. And then my other future is in the ladies. I'm taking the homeland Iga, who's the number one ranked player in the world right now. She's been dominant. I think she's won like 41 straight sets or 40 of 41 sets. It's something ridiculous. She's minus 110 to win the French. Those two together as well in a parlay at plus 473.
Okay. So Alcaraz, Swiatek, outright parlay plus 410. Matt, anything in tennis?
473.
473. Sorry,
Matt.
I got one in tennis. I'm taking Burnaby, the shoe, Morales at minus 182 over Luca Nardi. His name is Burnaby Zapata Morales. Zapata, something resembling a shoe.
I don't
in
think
Spanish.
No, yeah, I know. I got it, but I don't know if maybe.
What do you mean if maybe?
No, he's
Zapatos is shoes in Spanish, not Zapata. So
he said resembling.
Is it resembling a shoe? Like, oh, like, hey, like that, like
it
if
looks
you were
like a shoe.
If you were like a shoe. If you were looking at a shoe through Mike's screen, you're like, I think that's a shoe, but I'm not really sure.
Unblur.
It would be a Zapata. Like, it could be a shoe. I don't know.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, I guess.
So good.
Mike, what's your next one in
Yeah,
tennis?
I'm also still in Strasbourg there. I got Elise Mertens minus 132. But then I'll also move into French Open qualifiers. So I'm going to start with some value now. Haley Baptiste plus 165. She's trying to qualify for – oh, no, she moved. She's plus 140 now. So I'm moving lines. I'm moving lines out here. She's plus 140. I'm still going to take the value. She's ranked higher in the world and in the qualifiers. So, and I think she's going to qualify for her second French Open.
Nice. Mark, what's your next one?
So I'm going to go to the ATP. I'm actually going to visit Lyon and Geneva. I'm taking Sebastian Baez over Cameron Norrie at minus 125 in ATP Lyon. And then in the Geneva conference, I'm taking Richard Gasquet at minus 114 over Camille Myrtrak. Dude, that one's a tough one. Myrtrak.
You didn't have to pronounce it.
It's rough. But and then I'm gonna parlay those two together. I'm feeling lucky on the parlays. It was a Jeopardy clue the other day, so give me that.
What does parlay translate to in English? And the answer was pack.
That was the question.
I love it.
I don't think that's the answer, though.
It's not.
What is a pack? Plus 238 on that 2-pack.
Plus 238. All right. Matt, anything else in tennis?
Wasn't Mark said the Geneva Conference? Wasn't that something?
It was the convention.
Well, wasn't,
Damn it! You're right. You're right. It was.
But wasn't that the Korean War?
I don't know. I have
Was
no
it World
idea.
War
I
II?
was.
It
It's
was.
probably.
It was
It's
something
probably
like
just
that.
a generic.
World War II.
So the 1954 Geneva Conference was the Korean War.
It went.
Oh,
It was
there
to
is a
settle
Geneva
issues.
Conference?
Yeah, it was to settle issues to stop the war.
Not just a Geneva Convention. There's a Geneva Conference. All right, sweet. So I was half right.
Not sweet war. It was war.
Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah.
I mean, we
Sweet.
can't listen, Matt. We can't change the past. Things have happened. We can't change the past. Okay,
We can only move forward.
Move forward.
I know there was a Geneva Conference. Now,
Thanks for the
Whenever I
history
go
lesson. Here's a history lesson. I'm the only 2-time champ on this show, and that's why I'm giving you this pick in WTA Strasbourg. I'm going with my lady, Kaja Jovan, plus 109 against Elise Mertens.
Dang, fading me.
Oh, did you have that pick? I don't really
I
listen
did.
when you talk, Mike. It's just
That's just mean.
I just look at your camera.
Seems rude.
I don't know what to tell ya.
What's your next one?
Yeah, my next one is Mihaela Buzanescu. She is minus 110. She's nearing the end of her career, but she's trying to get into the French Open at least one more time. So I think she'll win at the even odds here. Or minus 110.
Minus 110.
Yes.
All right. Mark, next one.
I'm actually done in tennis. I'm
Done in tennis.
Take me off the court.
Mike or Matt, anything else in tennis? Are you good?
Nah, I think I'm good. I'm excited for a nice tennis weekend. It's the clay court over there, so it's gonna be fun.
Always fun on the clay. Mike, are you good in tennis?
Yeah,
You got any more?
I have one more final pick, and it goes the opposite of what I just said there. So I'm going with Yuki Naito. She's plus 220. I'm going to take the value there. She's going for her, I believe it's her first French Open, so she's going to try to qualify, and I like her.
Where is the French Open?
France.
France. Why did you sing it, dude? Like, what the
France. I don't know. That's just the way I said it.
Remember the French baguette joke from 20 episodes ago?
No. I mean, I'm sure I do, but
I think it was something like when French people. No, I can't even remember.
all right. Well, somebody go back and find out and listen to whatever episode that was. We talked about baguettes.
I said his French toast a burnt baguette. Yeah, that was funny.
Mm.
Doesn't have the same luster
No,
now.
Nope.
Go back
It's
down.
it's hard to recycle the joke from
That's why I didn't
50 episodes ago.
I didn't recycle it as just started to pass it off as new. I said it was old, and that's why. Mike, your jersey looks like a generic.
You bet it's a nice Bills jersey.
Did you buy that as you were leaving Gennardi's? It's like the shirt they have right at the end of the
No,
register.
this is a nice Bills jersey. All right, I don't know what to tell you.
Is that Puma sponsored? You can't even tell with the camera.
Thanks, Kowalski. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I got confused at what sport we were going
The
to. I was trying to look at the time. Not the Slowskis. Somebody said something earlier, reminded me of where Michael Scott goes to do the business school lecture, and he says, "Thanks, Kowalski." So I tried to fit it in.
When he's like, well, the Erpenball index went up, and he's just, yeah, it's great. It's great.
Get $100,000.
And then he's just
all right.
throwing out the Snickers, and he rips open he rips the guy's textbook. He's like, I know these are expensive.
Michael
We're having
Scott.
fun.
All right.
So good.
Let's move on to soccer. The Premier League is winding down. Now, all the international leagues, for that matter, winding down for the end of the season. Shout out Nottingham Forest. We're going to Wembley, baby. We'll see you next
That was
weekend.
electric. With all the fans on the field and everything, Samba, dog.
I mean, saving
Some
three
cities.
penalties. Saving 3 penalties out of 5. just
Flares
unreal.
everywhere. That the scenes, the limbs were crazy.
Listen, City Ground. It's an epic time.
True.
We got a chance. We got a chance to get back to the Premier League. I don't know if it's back. It's to the Premier League.
Nah, I'll be
regardless.
back. They've been it before.
Yeah. So we have a chance. Steve Cooper and the boys playing well. Almost blew a 3-1 aggregate lead. We're not going to talk about that. But we've made our
Aggregate leads. That's a hate. You hate it when you blow an aggregate lead.
No, it's never good. But like I said, tons of leagues closing up shop soon. Mike, where we at?
Yeah, I'll start with the game tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Arsenal and Everton. Everton's still battling to not get relegated. Or no, this is Sunday. But I'm taking the over 2.5 minus 150. Arsenal's still battling for top 4, and Everton's battling not get relegated. So hopefully they score.
No, they're not. Arsenal's not battling for top
They
4.
still have a chance.
They don't.
It's very slim.
Not really. They don't have a chance.
You can't lose to the team
You know
that
what-
you're right behind and then
You know what
draw
soccer
the
is?
next
What
game.
I think of soccer right now? Soccer's lame. Okay? Soccer is lame.
They're still back 2 points. They still have a chance. They just need Nottingham Forest to lose to Norwich,
They
who's
might as
horrible.
well be Philadelphia
Nottingham
Arsenal.
Forest is not playing
Yes,
Norwich.
Sorry.
Arsenal is. I don't know
Tottenham.
who is more disappointing and embarrassing, Arsenal or the Sixers. The Sixers suck. Arsenal sucks. They're the same. Move along.
Yeah, but Arsenal's
suck.
got a lot of young
You-
talent looking forward to.
all you had
Sixers
to do
don't
was
have
beat.
that.
Yeah, all you had to do is beat Tottenham, and you're in the top 4. Done with.
You got a
with
red
3
card
weeks
in, like,
left
the
or 2
20th
weeks
minute.
left.
You lost 3-0.
Yeah. You lost 3-0. You got a stupid red card.
Maybe
Oh,
don't
all right,
elbow the
that
guy.
game-
Don't
Now
elbow the
after that, what happens? You have 2 games that are against middle of the table teams, and
Newcastle's
the
got
game
the most
against Tottenham
points.
really
since-
doesn't matter anymore. So you should just clear your minds of it. And what happens? You get mashed by Newcastle, who doesn't even have the money players yet.
Yeah,
You know who
they
loved
have.
it?
They do have
Shout
the
out-
second most points since January.
Whatever, dude. They Arsenal looked like shit.
They did look horrible.
So
Shout out Callan Ridds and Chris Dobie, pro darts players, huge Newcastle guys. Loving the win over Arsenal earlier this week.
I mean, of course they are, because they're gonna stay up and they're gonna get money, and we're gonna see Newcastle at the top.
I mean,
of the
Arsenal's
table.
not getting relegated; they're in like 5th place.
I understand that, Greg, but Champions League
They just won't
versus
make
Europa
champions.
League is a huge difference.
That's true.
Like, they blew it. They could have been in the Champions
They
League
did
2
blow
weeks,
it.
or not 2 weeks ago, but 2 games ago. You could have just sealed it up, done. But now it's over because Tottenham's got Norwich, and you know what I think about
Norwich
Norwich.
is horrible.
It's not good. They're like
Speaking
minus
of,
500.
That's
on
where I'll
Bovada.
start my picks. I got Tottenham minus 2 goals at plus 105.
Mhm.
Wrapping it up, Champions
that.
League for the Spurs once again. Harry Kane, Harry Kane once again leading the Spurs to the Champions League.
What were the odds on that? Minus 2,
Minus 2 goals plus 105.
plus 105. Matt, anything in soccer?
I want to hear more about that Harry Corn guy. I'm gonna take my team I've been cheering for a while now. West Ham United plus 175 over Brighton.
West Ham.
They're close to being relegated. You know, the aggregate away goals, not away goals. So they might play in Europa. They might play in Champions. They might play in the Breeders' Cup. I don't know. Whatever league
They won't
They
play.
could be in the US.
Correct thing there.
They just-
they might play in Europa. You
They
said
just
one
lost in the
correct thing.
semifinals in Europa like last week.
Rangers.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but they might make it again.
Yeah.
I'm taking.
They might make the semifinals again.
no,
they might
the
make the
They
tournament.
Europa
might make
League
the
again.
tournament again.
What's the Europa? There's too much. There's too much.
I'm taking Aston Villa and Burnley over 2.5 minus 108, and Man U plus 130 in their game against Crystal Palace.
As
I'm
a,
on
as a
Pal.
gambler,
No,
I'm
not on Palace.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can go.
Mike.
You can go. I'm not on. I'm on Palace in
I
the,
was
the
going to
game
say,
against
as a
Aston Villa.
gambler, I'll never complain about too much soccer and too many leagues being on that I'll actually be able to gamble on.
That's
Because
true.
there are certain leagues that I won't dive into, like Greg will.
Greg with the
A-League.
A-League. Whoa,
But,
no A-League slander.
Well, didn't get a chance to celebrate the +6 units I hit in the A League.
Greg did go. Greg did do
best
it.
win of the season. Best win
Maybe
of the
don't
season.
fly to Czech Republic on a whim. I don't know what to
exactly.
tell you.
Well, sometimes you gotta. Everybody loves the darts.
I got but I'm on Palace tomorrow against Everton +330. Down with Everton. I hope they go down.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's possible still.
It certainly is. Mark, what's your next one in soccer?
So my next one in soccer is I'm gonna go to Spain. I'm gonna take Real Madrid. They're getting ready for the Champions League final, but I'm gonna take them at -140 over Real Betis. Betis?
I think it's
I don't know.
Betis.
Whatever.
I think you're right the first time.
Yeah, thanks.
The running
Shout out
back?
Jerome Bettis, graduated from Notre Dame this year. 20 plus years in the making. Jerome Bettis, class of 2022.
All
Is that true?
right. Shout out the
Yeah,
boss.
put it out on Twitter.
Congrats.
Went back, got that degree. Jerome Bettis.
I'm gonna get that degree. Woo! way to go, Jerome.
Any
You know why
more,
they call him the bus? Because he was scared of flying.
All right.
It's from The Office.
Matt, what's your next one?
I got one. I'm in the France League. There's a bunch of good games this weekend. People, there's semifinals going on. So I'm in Bordeaux +240 against Brest. I think it's going to be a nice game for the Bordeaux boys over there. So I think we're go. We are a go.
Bordeaux,
All right.
go Bordeaux over Brest.
Matt or Mike, what's your next one?
They are the worst team in the league. I am on my last picks.
+240.
Yeah, I know, but Brest isn't that good either. But Newcastle +200. We were just talking up Newcastle. I think they end the year strong with Eddie Howe again against Burnley. So Burnley stinks. They're going down too. I wish both of them and Everton could both go down. It's not possible. It's not possible.
No.
But that's my last soccer pick.
Newcastle +200 versus Burnley. Mark, anything else in soccer?
Yeah, I'm going to trot over to Italy. I'm going to take AC Milan -210. And then finally, I'm going to parlay Real Madrid at the -140, AC Milan at the 210, with Tottenham money line for an around the world pack at +213.
Epic.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
+213. How dare you pick against Sassuolo? It's going against the family.
Matt just called it epic. It's fine.
Matt, you're done in soccer?
Woo! Right? Isn't that a thing now in soccer?
That's
think
always
that's
been
a thing
thing.
everywhere.
That's always
Everybody
been a thing.
does this
It's
too.
Ronaldo's celebration.
Matt, you're done in soccer?
I'm a Messi over Ronaldo guy, but Sue is sick.
Yeah, I'm a Ronaldo guy over Messi. I'm taking PSG -545 in their game this weekend.
It's a good pick,
That
man.
is a good
Messi's
pick.
the greatest soccer player to ever live. He's going to
You're-
own half of Miami after this year.
I did see
Uh,
that.
Thank you.
The
Dude, that's
city,
actually
not the
wild.
soccer team. The city. He's just going to own half of the city, Miami. Viva
Worth it.
Messi.
I'm taking the San Jose Earthquakes -105, DC United -170, San Jose DC parlay +210 on Bovada.
Smart.
Anybody? So are
What
we
was
all done in
Messi's contract
soccer?
at Barcelona? What didn't he make like $1 billion over
He
5
made
years
like
or something?
100. His contract per year was like over 100K. It was or 100
100 million per year?
Unbelievable.
We
Yeah, it was
won't know
ridiculous.
because of his tax evasion issues.
Also true. He
So-
didn't do that.
Alleged-
So he literally has all
alleged-
100 million per year. Allegedly.
Good point, Mark.
We talk taxes on the underdog. We don't talk taxes here. We talked taxes last week.
That's great. Let's go in to the NBA playoffs. We are in the conference finals now. The only game that's on the board for us this upcoming week is the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. Heat hold a 1-0 lead in the series. I'm taking Heat -165. I just think right now they're just playing better. Who knows what Horford's status is? Mark Smart comes back hurt. Who knows? We'll see. Mark?
Yeah, I'm also on the Heat. I'm double dipping there. I'm going to take them money line and -3.5 points at the -110. It looks like Jimmy Butler's on a mission. So
Certainly does. Mike?
I'm on the same thing as Mark there. Yeah, the Heat are, especially without Horford, maybe, and still Marcus Smart injured. Yeah, I don't. It's just they're playing too well. At home they haven't lost all playoffs. They're just playing too well at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt?
Give me the boys, just a band out of Boston, baby. Give me the Celtics plus 3.5, minus 110. Give me them at plus 140. Give me Jason Tatum future to win the Larry Bird Eastern Conference Most Valuable Player at plus 375. I love this team. This team is good to go.
I did have the Celtics before the year to win the Eastern Conference Finals, so
Good. Well, yeah, we'll mark that down.
Yeah, everybody write that down.
It's already marked down.
We got a Brian. Chris is hitting us with a Brian Windhorst. Marcus Smart probable and Al Horford doubtful.
Doubtful.
Oh, okay. Why would you show this, Chris? Thank God the listeners can't see that.
Not great for you and your picks, Matt. Jeez.
I like Boston. I think they're going to be fine. I mean, we totally missed on Jason Tatum, and I think that Boston's going to be good, and they're going to win this game against the Heat. And then we're going to have a real good series. We're going to have another great Game 7 like the guys over there in Phoenix. And we're not scared of Phoenix. No one was scared of Phoenix. We wanted to play Phoenix, actually, to quote Pat Bev.
That man, I don't understand.
Did you see
his interviews are like if he was just a little bit better, I'd be fine with it. But like he gets clowned by everybody. Like I love his attitude and stuff. But like he's this like full thing he's doing all for ESPN is absurd.
It's so
I
fun.
heard,
It's hilarious.
Somebody called him
though.
Chatty Patty.
That's hilarious. What were you gonna say, Matt? Did you see what?
Did you see the tweet where it was like Pat Beverly woke up at 4:30 in the morning to go on national television and just talk smack about one of his sworn enemies. It's like that's the level of pettiness I want in my life.
See it. That's hilarious. Right, he was like,
man.
so good.
I'm in bed by 8 if I play Steph Curry. I'm out at the club drinking all night if I know I'm playing against CP3. I was dying.
It was
he was
wild.
That was
hilarious.
funny. I did see that.
It's aggressive.
Put
It's an
him on
aggressive take.
Put him on TV more. For a guy that's never won anything, it's interesting.
It's
But
certainly aggressive.
I'm here for it, man. I like it. Keep the drama in sports.
True, I do like he brings an edge, but I just wish he was a little bit better to do all this stuff.
The NBA plays on TNT a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And TNT knows drama. Boom. Fits.
Boom.
Mic drop.
Act like you wouldn't take him on the Sixers.
Why would I?
Of course.
Obviously, because he's better than Matisse Thybulle.
He brings drama.
I would
You mean a
take
guy
any
that
of those
can can score and play defense? Wow. How would a novel
like somebody like
concept.
Draymond, somebody like Marcus Smart that you hate playing against, I'd take them all on the Sixers.
Not that Pat Bev's a great scorer,
No,
but
he's not a great
he at least has the ability
Draymond
to
isn't
score.
a great scorer either.
No.
Letang. Would you take Letang?
I would take Letang.
At this point, probably.
I mean, the Flyers are
I'm
horrible.
not done in basketball though. If I'm able,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the Heat to. Is the series line still available? It looks like it
believe
is.
there
I'm gonna
was
take
one.
the Heat. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Heat on the series line minus 130. I'm also gonna take them third quarter in the next game. They've been dominating third quarters throughout the playoffs. They're minus half a point in that third quarter at minus 120. I don't know what Spoelstra or Jimmy Butler's saying at halftime, but whatever it is, it seems to be working. So give me that.
They got that secret juice from Space Jam.
Yeah.
Michael's special
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
Secret stuff, guys.
Secret stuff.
Come on, man.
I don't think
Close
they
enough.
saw it.
What are we
I don't think
doing
they saw
here?
it.
You guys.
You
All right,
don't-
trivia
you don't think
question.
you saw it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Trivia
No,
question.
I was saying you guys.
What?
This is what we're
I was
here
saying you
for.
guys.
What shoes was Bill Murray wearing in the game when he played, and in the Space Jam universe?
Air
Do we
Monarchs.
type it or say it separately or what? I'm gonna
Just
say
guess.
something separate.
Air Monarchs, my guess.
I'm good.
Mark's FaceTiming me to tell me his thing. No, it's not those. What? Come on. No, not the Air Monarchs.
Liar.
Dang.
I'm gonna guess Reebok pumps.
Not Reebok pumps. It's literally a Michael Jordan vehicle movie, and you're thinking he's wearing Reebok pumps. Guy's
That's
sponsored
true.
by Nike.
That is true.
King of Nike. And
That is
Reebok pumps.
That is true.
He's wearing the Jordan 2 OG colorways. Releases in October again this year. Can't wait.
Ooh.
Definitely gonna get my hands on a pair. Go out, support your local shoe store. Not StockX.
not
Unless StockX wants to send me some shoes. I
True.
literally will back. I will go back on everything I said. I'm not a proud man. I will do anything for free sneakers. Not anything. But, yeah. So
You're a walking contradiction.
Yeah,
I'll
what
do
is
anything
going
for
on?
free sneakers. I won't do anything. Not anything. Jesus. Okay. Well then, yeah. Let's bounce out of the NBA then, and let's go to Major League Baseball. Thursday, Major League Baseball. Not a ton going on so far with the lines on Bovada. There's only a few games up there, but the one that I'm looking at, obviously, come on, they stink. Even though they had a good West Coast road trip, bad news about Bryce Harper's elbow, but the Phillies minus 120.
what happened
The
to his elbow?
Fightins.
He can't throw for 6 weeks.
He can
He
still
won't,
hit.
he won't be able to play in the field till like August.
Darn.
But he can still hit, so I don't care.
So
Yeah.
Greg said I was a walking contradiction. I totally missed it. I was going to say, yeah, I know. My favorite food is eggs Benedict, so it fits. Obviously, what's his name?
Is it benediction is like a Catholic Church thing?
I'm not talking about benediction. I'm clearly talking about Benedict Arnold.
Well, I said
Yeah.
contradiction, and you went to Benedict, so I don't know.
That-
because he contradicted himself and went against the team.
History lesson. Another
that's
history
a-
lesson.
I don't think you
That's a
understand
big
what the
leap.
word
That is a big
contradict
leap.
means.
It's where you go back on yourself, right?
That's another
No.
history lesson.
No,
Well,
not
yes,
on
that's what it
yourself.
means, but that's not what Benedict Arnold did.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight for."
No, that's
It's more of a
called
traitor. Yeah.
Yeah, contradicted himself. He's like, "I'm gonna fight for London," and then he's like, "I kind of like America. Like America's pretty cool."
Is the other
No,
way
it's the
around.
opposite.
Sure.
Also, when I said Reebok
Yeah,
pumps, you
yeah,
could
yeah.
have just said no and moved on. You didn't have to destroy me
It was
and
bad,
embarrass
yes.
me. Oh, man, 'cause right there, it took me a
think
couple
about
minutes to come back. Man.
Think about it, dude. He's the
I
king
agree.
of-
Like your point made sense, but Jesus, you don't gotta destroy me.
I mean, it was a bad guess. obviously.
Yeah, all right. Just say no. A simple no.
I'm
would
also on the
suffice.
Phillies there, Greg. Throw them on my
Phillies
I'm
board.
minus
also on the
120.
Phillies minus 120. Gibson's been pitching well.
The fight.
Incorrect.
Nah, Gibson's been
I like
pitching
Gibson.
well. Our starters have been pitching well.
I
Didn't
think
he get
Gibson.
shelled by the Dodgers? Like, I know he won the game, but he got absolutely shelled last week.
We'll look it up.
All right.
All right, so the bucket I saw. Oh my God, he's leaving him in. That's the tweet I
The
remember. The
bucket
text I
texts
remember.
that on every pitcher. It doesn't matter who.
I mean, I guess.
I'm gonna take the over in that over 8 runs because Gibson's
He's
gonna get
3-1. He's 3-1 with a 4.1 ERA. The ERA
You said
is
over.
not great.
You said over 3 runs, Matt.
over 3 runs at minus 105. Yep,
For who?
the whole game. No, over 8 runs.
Okay.
I think the Phillies are gonna play good baseball. We're getting ready to win this game right now, so I feel good about this team. But I do think there's gonna be a lot of runs tomorrow. They say balls fly out farther and faster on Thursday nights in Philadelphia. That's a classic saying. Print the T-shirts,
It's a 105
He
game.
did give up 6 runs last game.
and it's a 105 game. Mike, come on.
No, it is a 105.
So that means
he pitches good
so
in
that means he
105
was
games. I
pitching
think.
well in the 6 games before that.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
pitching
taking-
5.2 innings
Yeah.
in a game.
I'm taking the Yankees minus 1.5, minus 120 over the Orioles. Mark, anything
I'm
else in
taking
baseball?
I'm taking the Mets, man. The Mets are good right now. I'm taking them minus 160, and I'm going to parlay that with the Phillies at plus 198.
That's got to be a traitor. You can't parlay the
No,
Mets
it's
and the
not.
Phillies
How
together.
is that trader? Why?
It's
Well,
gross.
I'll be honest. I'm seeing a flurry of tweets as I'm trying to write these picks down. I believe Max Scherzer may just have gotten injured, but
Oh wow.
I don't know what it's about.
I'm on the
I
Cardinals
just-
tomorrow, plus 134.
well, he's not pitching tomorrow, regardless.
No,
He
but I was
started
just saying.
tonight.
I wanted to get that in there.
I thought you were going to say all the tweets are calling me a Benedict contradictory
Yeah,
person.
all the
over
tweets
here.
were calling Mark a
Contradictory
traitor.
Arnold.
Contradictory Arnold.
Matt, anything else in baseball?
No.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, my last pick is the White Sox, minus 145 against the Royals.
I'm also on the White Sox minus
Royals
145. What are we doing? Okay, Mark, what's next?
I was trying to play High Hopes, and
baseball.
freaking Harry Cows wouldn't stop talking.
Or you done in baseball?
Sing the song, Harry.
I'm done in baseball.
Matt, are you done in baseball?
I'm done in baseball.
All right, I'm also done in baseball, which means we can move on. To the world of the National Hockey League, the NHL in the middle of the second round of the postseason. Series just getting underway. Tonight is game one of the other two series that didn't play last night. It was a Lightning win game one. We saw the Avalanche, I believe, win game one, and now we have the Battle of Edmonton, or Battle of Alberta, along with the Rangers.
That's going to be an electric series.
Rangers Hurricanes going into overtime right now.
Currently. Yeah, so a lot of action going on in the NHL. Even with some of the bigger named superstars fizzling out a little bit early. Mike, where are you starting the NHL?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the Panthers -1.5 plus 150. I think they take one back at home before they travel to Tampa for Game 3.
Tampa.
I hate to do it. I'm on the Lightning plus 140 in that game on Bovada. I just think the Lightning are the defending two-time champions. It's so hard to beat them, and the way that they won the other night. It just they're an absolute dominant force.
So they're
Mark?
due to lose, is what
Maybe.
you're telling me.
I'm with Mike here. I'm gonna take the Panthers -165, and I'm gonna add the -1.5 puck line to my card as well.
Throw a money line on my card too.
I do agree that the Lightning are rough and obviously two-time champs, but Panthers are a good team, and if they are going to win, if they lose this game, you can almost call it the series. So I think they got to come out and dominate this game and win by 2 I think it's going to be a long series if I'm being honest. So I think the Panthers have to win this game and will win this game because of that.
Claude Giroux hat trick.
That'd be ridiculous.
I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for you, Baba. Mike or Matt.
That's true.
I'm gonna take the big man, St. Louis Blues plus 200. Campus right now is great. I think they're gonna do fine against the Avalanche, so I like the Blues.
Gosh, man, I'm on the Avalanche -1.5 at even money. They are the best team in the Western Conference, and it's not even close.
I think they win 4-0 tomorrow.
Yeah, they're very.
I'm
good.
on them.
What are the odds on that, Mike?
I'm about to look it up, but I'm on Avalanche -1.5 even odds like Greg is, and I'm on the Avalanche and Blues under 6.5 plus 105. So I'm gonna look up the exact score. I might have to add that to the board.
I'm just gonna add the. I have the Avalanche just money line -240 on my card.
Avalanche money line
plus 4,500. Might be a
4,500?
4,500 for 4-0.
Go ahead and put that on my board as well.
Yeah, put that on my board.
Okay. Avalanche
4.
Blues,
Mike, what's 4-1?
4-0 plus 4,500.
What? 4-0.
What's 4-1?
What that?
No.
I think he's at so stupid.
Odds. What's the odds?
Actually,
4-1 the odds. Plus 1,200. Plus 1,200.
I mean,
a moron.
Wait,
Mike.
so 4-0 is 48.
It says 41 right behind my head. I don't know.
Dude, yeah, but sorry. So 4-0 is 4,800.
How many
4,500
do you have left?
4,500. Shut up, man.
And 4-1 is 12.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I was going to add 4-1 to my card, but that's not even half the
not
amount
worth
of
the
units.
risk. Those 13 units, not worth it. All right,
It's
does that move us out of
33
hockey?
units.
Yep.
That's it. That's it for hockey. 33 unit difference.
Well, yeah, but it's not worth the 13 units apparently if you want. It doesn't matter. Let's go to the UFC. The UFC 2 weeks removed from a giant pay-per-view where they saw no champion crowned in the main event. And then last week, the event in the Apex. We're back in the Apex again this week. the headlining fight, Holly
Yeah,
Holm versus
we
Ketlin
hit-
Vieira.
We did hit you gotta say though, we all hit we hit the special with Jan, the Homeland. Shout out
We
Jan.
did.
Jan.
You
We
gotta
did
shout
the
out Jan.
podcast. The
Shout out.
podcast special,
Yeah.
Jan Blakovic. I don't care how you win. Win's a win.
His body was
Uh,
just stronger. That's what he said after.
Did Rakic blow out his ACL? Sure.
Yes.
Things happen. That's the fight game. But Jan hopefully potentially sets up a shot at the title. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But Mike, I'll let you kick us off.
Are you shooting a stapler? What is?
He is. He has a stapler
dude,
pointed at the
That's the
camera.
Impractical Jokers.
I'm
All
going.
right,
No, you got it. You got it.
yeah, Piotr Jan did a great job. That was a great win for him last week.
All right, I'm going against Chase Hooper.
Jeez.
Felipe Colares minus 185. Just because Chase Hooper stinks and everybody that we know, Greg, is going to be on him.
I'm on Chase Hooper, plus 145 on
That's
Bavard. I don't
He
know what to tell you.
stinks. I throw better punches than he does.
Well, it doesn't matter. Get the fight to the ground. Also, I'm going to straight up apologize to anybody. I mean, you shouldn't follow my picks anyway, based off of how I've gone so far this season. But
And all
I did
previous
not.
seasons.
I clearly did not remember who Vivian Araujo is. I thought that was a different person when I
No.
took Andrea Lee.
She's got hands of
Boy,
steel.
was I wrong.
Yeah, clinic.
Yeah.
Clinic.
When that fight came up on the screen, I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
that's the wrong person."
You sent that text right away when that happened. You're like, I did
Yep.
not think that's who this
immediately.
was. Yeah.
The fights the walkouts hadn't even started. They showed the tail of the tape,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This, oh no,
Yeah.
this
What-
is this is
Greg,
bad."
what's your wingspan?
Yeah, we didn't get a check. The check on
What's
the
your
wingspan.
wingspan?
We were going like
I don't want
this.
to do the check. This is the Matua though.
That's
this is
also the wingspan.
this is the John Matua Tank Abbott. One of the first ever knockouts where you saw the raised legs and stiffened up arms in the UFC.
I think
way
Conor
back in the
McGregor
day.
fights like
You know
this.
what I think we should do? I think this would get a lot of traction on Twitter. Is if we
It's the
tweet.
100. It's the Nuggets challenge. Yes, we know.
No, not that. I think we should tweet the. Give me the Greg Crone
Dude, that was
roundhouse kick
stupid.
wine bag.
Oh, true.
The wine
improved.
bag roundhouse kick.
I mean,
The
to be
first
fair,
and the second one.
Let's go attempt over attempt. I was a lot better
The second
time.
one was beautiful. The first one needs to be deleted from history.
The second time, the first time I was wearing carpenter shorts with a
Not bad.
belt. It was just not. It was not the proper attire. You saw what I could do in gym shorts. I mean, I'm heavier now than I was then too. That's just dexterity, baby. A little stretching, a little DDP yoga. We're here to play.
I give you a 10 out of 10 on that
machine?
one,
You
man.
got one of those massage guns to loosen you up.
No, absolutely not. Matt, where are you at in the UFC?
Right here, baby.
All right.
Now I'm giving the gifts of picks this week. I got Polyana Viana plus 110 over Tabitha, Christina's sister Ricci. I think it's going to be a good fight.
All right.
I am-
Polyana Viana.
I am also on Polyana Viana. I'm pretty sure she's the one. If I'm thinking of the right person, that yeah, it is. Somebody.
We should really start looking these up.
No. This
prior.
is not with fighting. This is somebody tried to jump. She's from Brazil, and somebody tried to jump her, some guy, and she just beat the hell out of the guy. They had like picture of the guy's face. It was you couldn't tell who he was, or he was absolutely crushed.
I do remember that.
His
Yeah.
face.
This dude
Yeah,
got absolutely
she-
smoked. He tried to rob the wrong person.
Yeah, very, very true. Mark, the UFC.
Yeah, I'm
On
gonna
my
start with
card as
Michael
well.
Pereira.
Fuck.
Okay,
Sorry.
Michael Pereira is on my card against Ponzinibbio. I like Pereira at minus 125. Easier last name to say. Mike Pereira.
You said his first name wrong 4 times.
You have
now.
said his first
So-
name wrong every single time.
Well,
Oh,
his
is it
last
Mikel?
name maybe
It's
easier.
Michel.
Is it
Mikel.
Michelle? Oh man,
Michel
I
Pereira.
honestly, I wrote Michael. I even wrote down AEL
No, that
down
is
here,
not
so
it.
I'm gonna blame myself for my writing, not for my pronunciation, because I pronounced what I wrote correctly.
True.
But
If this was-
Michelle,
If this was Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak would not accept your answers.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely
correct.
not.
you would tell me to go. Never mind.
Will
I'm
be an
also
electric
on
fight,
Michelle.
though.
It is going to be an electric fight. I'm also. I'm
Also,
I mean, my throat
Okay.
hurts. I'm grinding through it. I'm
Osho?
also on Michelle Pereira in that fight, minus 125. I'm a big Ponzinibbio guy. He just hasn't been the same, though,
Since
since the injuries and
yeah.
all that stuff. So, Mike, next one in the UFC.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take this for value. It's Contender Series guy, Uros Medic plus 125. The Doctor, great nickname with that name. Uros the Doctor Medic.
It's a good
Get
one.
it, 'cause
That is
medic.
nice. I like it.
Good
I mean,
nickname.
most doctors aren't also medics. Usually,
but,
they're
like,
just in an ambulance or
they help.
athletic trainer, even athletic trainers.
Right. So that makes it a good nickname, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not too obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
He
But
should be. He should be. What's his first name?
Uros, Uros.
Okay, so it should be Rose the ambulance medic.
That wouldn't be bad either.
That wouldn't have been a
And then
bad
when he
one.
walks-
He put
When he walks in, there's sirens. He's like, woo, 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 woo.
That wouldn't be bad.
and
That
then he
wouldn't be
put
bad.
and then he puts people in the ambulance with his punch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, puts him on a
See, I like
stretcher.
that.
The ambulance works
Yeah,
way better.
I'm team ambulance now.
But I'm not gonna hate on the doctor either. The doctor's good too.
There's so many other. There's so many doctors. How many ambulances do you know?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
All right.
I don't know any
person that
ambulances.
say, "Yo, I'm the ambulance. Nice to meet you."
I'm taking Eric Anders as my last pick, plus 170. I consistently bet on this dude, and he consistently lets me down. We'll see how it goes here. Heavy hands, big kicks, former Alabama linebacker.
Can't lose.
Have to bet. Exactly.
Big kicks can't lose.
Mike, or Mark, anything else in the UFC?
I'm actually in the main event. So
Okay. Matt, anything in the UFC?
I got one more. I'm taking the Macedonian Alan Amadovsky at plus 160 over Joseph Holmes.
All right. Mike, anything other than the main
I
event?
have a parlay that includes the main event, so
All right, then let's go to the main event. Main event features former women's bantamweight champion Holly Holm taking on Ketlin Vieira. Holm comes back at minus 250 on Bovada as the favorite. Mark, I'll let you give your pick first.
all right. Well, she's a former champ for a reason. Vieira's gonna keep it that way. Give me the value plus 200 on Vieira. Value, boys.
Yeah, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all. Mike?
yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with my parlay first. It's for plus 126.
I know where your pick's going.
Well, it's Jailtown Almeida minus 675, Chidi and Chukwani minus 245, and Holly Holm minus 250. I think she's just going to run around the octagon like she did against Irene. And I don't think Vieira's can go all five either. So that's why I'm also sprinkling Home by KO, TKO, plus 450. KO, TKO, or disqualification, plus 450. So.
What was the parlay again? Plus 123?
Yeah, 126.
126?
Yeah.
And then Home, Holly Holm, TKO, KO, plus 450.
50. Yes.
Okay.
Or DQ.
Or disqualification. You could win. That is there too.
Thank you for clarifying. I'm glad I got that in there.
Well, I feel like if we didn't clarify that,
would be a problem.
what
So I am
happened.
very.
That would be what
actually-
happened.
You can have them all individually too if you want them there.
Matt,
Well,
I'm
that's
not
up
even
to you.
joking.
Yeah, throw them all individually.
Matt, I brought mine with me. Come on, man. This is for the visual listeners here. Bang. We're ready. Let's move in to the land.
I don't understand what's going on. So, Mike, are you taking all those fighters individually?
Yeah, throw
or
them
not?
individually.
Okay. You got to talk. It's a podcast. You can't just keep putting your hand up. Like, I really just don't. I don't like it.
All right, PGA.
No, someone talk. I mean, this is getting ridiculous.
This is so good.
That was
it's
good.
not.
That was good.
It really isn't.
Yeah, I was entertained. I apologize to the listeners, but that was entertaining.
Congratulations. Let's jump into the second major of the PGA season. The PGA Championship gets us into golf. We are live from Tulsa, Oklahoma this week. I forgot the name of the course. Probably a Donald Ross course. But we can move into that now. I'll give out my first pick because I went 2 for 2 last week, or I should have been 3 for 3. I went 2 for 3 in golf. Nyman was in the top 20 after round 1, 2, and 3. Shot +2 on Sunday and finished T25. Absolutely unreal to lose that one. But I'm going Jason Day to miss the cut +125. Mike?
Yeah, my page, it's not loading, but I got Bryson DeChambeau to make the cut -150. I feel like he hasn't been playing that well, but that's low odds. I'm going to take it.
Pretty sure he pulled out of the tournament, didn't he?
Oh,
And well, I don't know if he did or not, but he had surgery recently, and he was
maybe
deciding
that's
whether
it.
he was going to play or
So
not.
just give it to me one more time, Mike.
It's just to make the cut -150. No, he withdrew from the field 5 hours ago, so never mind.
Okay, so he's done. Mark.
Leave that bet in there for Mike.
So
It's just going to do nothing.
So it's actually at Southern Hills Country Club in Tulsa, and it is in fact a Donald Ross course. So good
I
guess
knew it.
on that.
Great.
I was lying. I was wrong. Yeah, I was just kidding. But I'm gonna
Good prank.
I'm gonna go with the lowest
You
tournament
pranked.
round. All right, guys, leave me alone. All right, I was trying to make some noise before I could find my pick. I'm taking Scotty Scheffler, lowest tournament round, +1800.
Is he the number 1 golfer in the world right now?
Believe he still is.
The number 1 champion. We get down.
You said lowest round, Scotty Scheffler
1800.
+1800. All right.
So just give me one good round, Scotty. One
Mike, what's
really,
your next
really good
one?
round.
Yeah, talking about Joe Quinn Nyman. I'm going top 20 finish +125. Let's hope he doesn't do what he did last week and finishes top 20 for me.
All right, Matt.
So I got any 3 of Justin Thomas, Cameron Smith, Victor Hovland, and Colin Morikawa top 10 finish. And that's +725. Chris is showing us something on the
It's
screen.
the world
said-
rankings.
Hold on, Matt. You
Tiger.
said Thomas, Hovland, Morikawa, and who else?
Thomas Hovland, Morikawa, Cam Smith.
And it's top 10
Top 10, any 3 of them, +725.
+725. All right. Mike, what's your next one?
Yeah, my only other pick is Shane Lowry, top 20 finish +105.
Shane Lowry. Nice to meet you.
+125 again?
105.
105.
Yep.
+105 for Shane Lowry. He's been playing well
He has
recently.
been.
so
He's been winning me
I get
some
it.
bets, so I'm going to go with him again.
Yeah, I'm taking Sergio Garcia to miss the cut +150. Guy's head's not in it. He's looking to go to the Saudi Arabia tour. He's had about enough. This course is going to eat him up. We'll take that one. Mark, your next one.
I'm going to take Tiger to make the cut at -165.
-165. Matt, your next one.
I am taking Rory McIlroy to win the US PGA and Xander Schauffele to finish top 20, including ties, at +3,000.
So it's Schauffele to win. No, sorry,
No.
Rory to win.
Yeah. Schauffele just has to finish top 20.
Xander Schauffele top 20. And what's the odds?
+3,000.
It's absolutely unbelievable. My only combo pick is Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, all to make the cut -115. Mike, your next one. Or you said you're done.
Not
Mark,
yet.
what's your next one?
Margin 1 +225.
Winning margin -1 +225.
Playoff 350 for me to agree.
Playoff 350. Winning margin playoff +350. Mark, do you have anything else?
I do. I'm going to have cut line score over 145 +110.
Over 145 +110. Matt, next one.
Will there be a playoff? Yes, +350.
Of course, double dip.
Gotta
Love it.
double
Will there be
dip.
a playoff? +350. Mark, your next one.
I'm done in golf for now.
All right. Matt, are you done in golf as well?
Hole in one -120, and that'll be it.
Hole in one, -120.
Actually, I have one more pick, Greg.
Okay, go ahead.
Maverick McNeely to miss the cut, plus
Whoa,
160.
shots fired. Even with the new,
Well, yeah.
even with the new Top Gun movie coming out.
He hasn't been great lately.
Maverick Mick, not so great lately.
All right. Well, that closes out that. Let's go to the challenge. Mike, give me your challenge pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Joaquin Nyman plus 4,000.
I knew if I went to you first. I forgot. My last pick was Nyman outright plus 4,000. It's on my card. Now it can't be my challenge pick. Doesn't matter.
I can switch if you want.
Win.
Yeah,
No.
That belt, Greg. That
Max
challenge.
Homa plus 5,000.
Nice.
Unbelievable, Mike.
I'm sorry. Not really sorry.
Nyman's been my guy all season.
I know. I like him. I think he'll do good here. I like him in the challenge here. He may get the win. He may not, but I like him here.
I guess. Mark, your pick.
Yeah, so I have 2 picks here. I have Dustin Johnson for the challenge, and I'm going to add him to my card at plus 2,800. And for my final pick, I specifically wrote into Bovada, made it a special. You got to really search for it. I got the Bettors Delight team to go 5 under at their golf outing this upcoming weekend.
I like that.
5 under or better.
All right.
I'll take the under.
I'm going to take
at minus 110.
I'm going to take
at minus 110.
I'm going to take the
according
other way.
to the odds.
What are the odds for a bogey-free round?
Bogey-free round, it looks like plus 450.
That's bad. That is bad. We need to
I
go
don't know if I
bogey-free
take the
with
value.
any chance.
And the last pick is Matt. Give me your last pick for the challenge.
Corey Connors on my board plus 6,600, and I'll take him in the challenge. Put McElroy on my board as well, plus 1,600.
Corey Connors is what? Plus
66,000.
6,600. Corey Connors is your challenge pick. Plus 6,600. And what was Rory?
1,600,000.
Okay. Rory McIlroy plus 1,600. All right, fellas. Fun week. A lot going on. Good to be back. Glad we were able to get everything in order. I struggled through with some of the voice stuff, but overall it was fun. Let's go win some bets.